Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. Hi there. And
Meow.
today, hi there Kelsey, hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, just woke up and getting to work. Hi there figure.
Cool.
Yeah, there's one email I'm waiting for, but other than that, just the usual.
I may still have confusing and unhelpful sleep. I have my sanity a bit restored.
You have what?
I've somewhat restored my sanity.
Oh, that's good.
Another Cassie project has hit the building. So, in this similar fashion that you were learning Lua the other day, I'm learning Java now.
Oh, why Java? Yuck.
I'm making Minecraft mod.
Also, I'm pretty certain you could try to
In
go for
Java.
Kotlin.
You are advocating for Kotlin. Are you? Have you lost your mind?
Well, because I think Kotlin compiles to Java. I've never done Kotlin, but
Well,
the only thing I know about Kotlin is that it's objectively better Java. That's all that's my entire knowledge of Kotlin. I mean, I don't like Java in general, but if someone has to use Java, then because some people have to use Java. Java is a corporate language.
well, I'm
So
not
if,
like really using Java. I'm just fucking closely following the tutorial on how to do Java in modding Minecraft specifically. Which is also like it's specifically modding Minecraft. It's like I had like what 15 years of development, so there's like libraries and upon libraries on how to just do things for you, and not actually have to learn Java. You know. So it's like not actually that bad, I think. And like you know, I think I'll be fine. Meow.
we're watching a video about the UFC fanfics. What is too many acronyms? What's UFC?
Oh, what a diabolical idea. Meow. Is it for carousel video?
Yes, still.
Still.
I just wanted to be rendering in the background as I'll be doing other things.
What are you doing in the foreground?
I'll be working on my beloved multi-app.
On your
Ultimate.
beloved what?
You'll see.
Okay.
Give me you. Material 2. I mean, don't tell the physicists I did this, but
Yes, you do.
there we go. Technically valid. It's a physics joke.
You're valid.
Cool. Alright, there we go. Cage fighting? Kind of. Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I've never really watched any.
Cage fighting.
Shut. Alright. So, not much has happened since the last time I opened this. Because all I've basically done is I've managed to fix the error that was happening, and it was honestly a hilarious journey.
What was the error?
It's really complicated. Basically, I misallocated the memory, so the same variable was using two different variables was using the same address, so they were overwriting
Oh.
each other.
That sounds horrible.
It's yeah, it's the standard boilerplate C kind of error, but it was the fact that I found it was amazing, honestly.
How does that even happen?
Honestly, pretty easily. If you mismanage memory, then yeah. Anyway, right here what we get is we get our string divided into hi there, Joel, hi.
Joel.
No, let me test the free text. Pretty good. I managed to fix the error that was plaguing my code.
It's the error.
And so, we said that's correct. This should really be correct. There should be nothing fancy here. We free the letters, then we free the words, then we free the sentences in that order. That should be fine. Okay, great. So now we have a way to parse a string effectively into sentences, words, letters, and we want to use that right away because we want to load in the mod file, mod descriptor.
How does your bilateral thing go?
I kind of cut it short at a certain point. Eventually I might get back to it, but it's looking promising. We might actually reach the goal.
What anti are you on?
I don't remember. Might have been 16 or maybe 20. I don't remember.
Okay.
Hi, Nakomi, and hi, Pavish, hi. Okay, so right now what we have is we can load in a string to a text. When it comes to string to text, actually, we do set the size to 0 in the beginning, do we not? We do. We set it to 1, that's correct. Which means we can remove this. I'm trying to clean this up here a bit. And there we go. This is generally what we want this to look like. Init cleanup. In the middle we're also gonna have runtime. Runtime is also going to handle callbacks. Yeah. So we added init and cleanup. Implicit, okay, that's not exactly what we're looking for. Init cleanup is actually included there, that's interesting. Would you look at that? What is the problem then? Cleanup init. Why is this return type defaults to int? Why? Oh, that's why. Huh. that is honestly pretty fair. Yep. That's a pretty fair explanation. Okay, great. Now this is bothering me a fair bit, but fortunately that's like the temporary part of the code we're gonna remove, and eventually we'll get no warnings when compiling. Okay. Great. So we have our mod mkti, and it will have descriptions of the mods. So we're gonna have the first one. There was just something I wanted to add here. I don't remember what it was though. Oh yeah, type. I remember now. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Yes, so this is gonna be a 0, this is gonna be a 1. I can just move the constant to this. We'll have this, and we'll have this. Okay. Now what we want to do is based on this value right here. We want to load in the system thing we made, which is mod descriptor. This project is already so bloated, that's hilarious. Mod descriptors. Oh, we also need the size of mod descriptors, do we not? So we also include system, and we keep at it.
I just learned about something called quines. I don't know if you know that.
I've heard that name before. I don't know where. I don't know this.
At least in computer science, it's when a program, without taking any input, can output its source code.
Huh.
Which is not that easy since, for example, if you do a print, well, of just the code, well, that code has to include the print of the code, which has to include the print of the code, so you can't do just that.
What if you just store the code externally? Would that qualify?
That would count as an input, I think.
What if you allocate part of the executable to just be the source code upon compilation, and then in the code it would just say like store and then some kind of file input, whereas when compiled it would have actually the source code in there.
I'm not sure I understood fully that idea.
Well, let me think. I'm thinking about how I would wouldn't see.
I can give, I think, the most simple idea to do it. It's essentially you have to, your code has to be able to decrypt a string, and essentially you encrypt the source code itself so that it takes less space.
But then this encrypted string would have to, when decrypted, would have to include the encrypted string.
Encrypted string. It's not that hard, and you probably have to like add random spaces in the middle of everything, but it's possible.
Hi there, Adrian. I think I said the work record. There's work record from So the electron config Python exercise 3 weeks ago. When I read it yesterday, I sort of lost it, so I read it and that's I opened VS Code the whole time. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
But what I found was an extreme example of a quine, which is a piece of code in Ruby that, when executed, generates a Rust program that, when run, generates a scalar program on and on through 128 languages for finally generating the original code again.
Some people really need to find a better hobby, I would say, because I feel like that is just, or maybe get help. I didn't mistype the Euler-Lagrange, right?
As they even made the source code to look like an Ouroboros snake.
Yeah, it is fun what people can do with the when they really gotten into it. The refund said golfing is fun. This is the Euler-Lagrange, right? I'm not misremembering. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, because if you have a ball on a hill, if it's rolling down the hill, that means it's this side is going up because it's negative potential. So the potential in relation to generalized coordinate is going down, but since this is negative, that means it's going up. And right here, the Lagrangian in relation to velocity, as the velocity is going up. Oh wait, this is a tricky bit. With the velocity it is going up, but then we take time derivative of that. Hi the silver, hi. And the entire thing is also going up for that reason. Yes. See, a lesson to everyone learning a topic. Don't ever try to memorize things, instead try to learn why they work, because then you can... Yeah. I genuinely to this day have not memorized the Euler-Lagrange equation, despite using it Oh, at this point, probably it will be in 3 digits. How often I've used it. But you can reverse engineer it every single time if you know how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're the seat, we keep you. Volume we keep, floor we keep, but we'd like to change it, I think. I do believe I have some kind of nice floor texture in. What would it be? Oh, look at that. Yes. Now I want to get rid of all of this. There we go. And I don't think we'll use it, in fact, which means I should just be able to delete them. Not necessarily anymore. Beautiful. Okay. Did I nail it on the 50? No, it's 100. Wait, it's 100. Right, fine.
Any other plans yet for today?
Not really. I'm behind on work as always, so I'm desperately trying to catch up.
Alright.
This should be oil garage. How's this look? Yep. About as expected. Good. So, back to you now. And I'm gonna switch my music a bit, go for something more energetic. All right. So, I'm trying to get the size of mod descriptors. The problem there is that this right here, well, this right here will be actually undefined, it'll be 0. We don't want to loop over them. Instead, we want to do this. We want to do this is equal to 0. Or not even, we don't need that yet. Instead, we're gonna have mod descriptor string, and we're gonna put it inside of u. Oh, it's util, right? And this has to be a string. It's fine. Str temp string like this, and then temp string. Oh, it has to be string. That's so annoying. Whereas did I forget how this works? This is whilst I is smaller than this, so whilst this, right, we don't knot it, and then we just, well, do nothing, frankly honest. Str size plus plus. There we go. Now we can put in the temp string, and now we can use as a separator the colon. Beautiful, and then at the end we free the text because we're not animals. Great. And so right here we can deal with the formatted, parsed, and organized text, which is great because now we get to assign everything. UB temp text size. And then what do descriptors take? ID, name, type. So and before we get there, we also need ma mod descriptors is equal to malloc size of m descriptor times ma size mod descriptors. Now we can iterate through them all. Why are you blue?
He is blue for an amazing reason.
Ah, well, that's a problem. This should be init. There we go. Beautiful. And now for each and every single one, dot id is equal to I. Then name is tricky because we want to give it str. Why are you blue? Yeah. And then type will be just the temp text I dot words 1 dot letters 0 minus a. I'm pretty certain. The problem here is that this has to be string. I could do it in a smart way. I should do it in a smart way, in fact. Doing it in a smart way would basically mean that... Well, what would it basically mean? I'm pretty certain it would basically be this. And this should work. What must have pointer to object type, but it has type text? What do you mean? Oh yeah, no, you are text, you are correct. It should be dot sentences. And now you have a problem because it's a word, not a string. Don't worry, lucky for you, you can cast it to a string and it won't complain. I said it won't complain. Cast to type is not allowed. Ah, you are so picky. Size ptr dot size dot letters. There. And then instead of freeing the text, we can't free it anymore because we're using already allocated letters. Which means now we need to do ma mod descriptors. No, we need to go to the text and we need to free everything but the letters. So we need to do this, but we don't free the letters. Like that. And this right here should already be enough. Perfect. At least one would hope. So that would be our init, and this would initialize the module descriptors, and then in the cleanup, you won't believe it, we will need to do the same thing, except we'll need to free the module descriptors. This will require a lot less work, because this will just require us to go through all of them. Like this. I don't think we need the utils, although it would be convenient. Honestly, I do believe this is it. That's all we need to do. Oh, it's taking... Oh, it took a lot of time to build there. I don't know why. It really shouldn't have. Okay, that's good. We don't care about this anymore though. Which means we can just remove this entire thing. And then right here what we're going to do is we're going to include system. And we're going to try to print. We're going to do this effectively, but we're going to printable. Dot name. Scripter number person D. Right, how do I keep forgetting? Okay, beautiful. It took a horrifyingly long time to build, considering how simple it is. But that looks vaguely correct. Self and template. That is in fact correct. Yes. And I think I cleaned them up properly. Alright. Great. Did I say silver? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm going crazy. Or maybe you're going crazy. Or we could both be going crazy. Who's to say? Alright. Next we would like to load in a file. Something I always forget how to do. I somehow always forget how to read from a file and see. So right away I'm gonna package up the boilerplate into utils. And right here, wait, utils H first.
I almost said I could help with loading files, but I don't remember part of the process.
Yeah, exactly. I always just copy over the boilerplate and then wrap it into some kind of useful wrapper, and then I never use it again for the entire length of the project,
Yeah.
so I never learn. Okay, this is it. All we need is a file path and destination. And let's get to it. Alright, code snippet from Geeks for Geeks looks as follows. This. Well, we don't need the main, hopefully. We don't need all of this. We don't need this. Oh, they are doing something highly specific. That's not necessary though. All I want is a snippet of code that reads the entire file and loads it into an array. Just a simple pointed array. Void pointer suffices. Anything. Because the problem with this is that it assumes that the file is divided into... Which, I mean, this would be useful if the file was storing an array of a specific struct. You could just read it over the... incrementing by the size of the struct, you would never overfill or underfill. It's not what I have, unfortunately.
Just in case, you said you were going to load the whole file.
Yeah.
What kind of file are you reading?
I don't like that question, because for some reason programs differentiate between binary and text files. And to this day I don't understand why they differentiate between the two.
Okay, my question was more about the issues of potentially having files larger than your RAM.
No, they're never gonna be larger than the RAM.
Okay.
There is, they shouldn't be.
Well,
because
yeah,
for now
that's...
I'm trying to load the descriptor, so it's gonna be like a small file. You can see it on the screen right now. All it has is this, and it's gonna be a file specifying the modules that you have by default loaded.
So
in.
yeah, so you have a kind of guarantee that it shouldn't be too big.
Yeah, because well, the idea is that if you know, the module should always take more space in RAM than the descriptor of the module, which means that if your descriptor is taking more space in RAM, then I don't think you're gonna load in all of those modules. But yeah, eventually adding some kind of safeguard when loading files on, hey, first check if you even have the RAM for it, is a smart idea. I just don't want to add too many safeguards on the beginning. I prefer to add safeguards when it calls for them. Which is why for now I'm looking for is just a simple snippet. Found it. Stack Overflow never fails. And then we even have an... Oh, they even added a very nice... Look at that. Stack Overflow never fails. We have the buffer length. Okay. We open FP. RB. You don't specify the B. Every file is a binary file. What are you reading? A ternary file? No. Every file is a binary file. I don't understand why we differentiate between text files and binary files. I don't understand. What is the difference?
We should allow non-binary files in coding.
Yeah. Okay, this is what I use for multi-app, the original one. I remember. Length. Now, thankfully, our length would just be dot size. That would be our length. Which means you can delete the length. Also, this has to be this way. We allocate the thing like so. Beautiful. Then we don't use the buffer.
I just had a stupid idea to, in a way, just the stupidest implementation possible to do a ternary file. with
No.
some with what?
I was gonna stop you there. Already no. You lost me at ternary file. No. Some ideas should stay in the closet. Honestly, I feel like you know, let them cook, but the kitchen, we don't want to set the kitchen on fire, so maybe.
I'm going to write that down for my next project.
No.
Oh, don't you worry, I will be doing it.
By the way, when it comes to the engine, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, just that right now I am finishing the amortized paper. I'm
Okay.
finishing the corrections of the last chapter.
That's good. That's fair. I'm just asking because I don't wanna once again push you into a project you will end up not enjoying. So I do wanna make sure.
Okay, well then the answer is yes, I enjoy it.
Alright. So this right here right now should be a fully functioning util read file, and what's nice about it is that right now we can replace the mod descriptor. We can replace it with util read file. So util read file takes file path and it takes temp string pointer. So address of our temp string, we remove all of this, and right here we do. That's a good question. We need to enter build because we're running from above build, then we modules, and then mod mkti. Or actually, ideally, what we would like to do is we'd like to do ma file path mod mkti, and then in the utils actually struct.
Actually, I'm going even madder with the ID. It's going to be a unary file converted to ternary to be read.
Dear goodness gracious me. Okay. So now if I remove this should be fully functional. It is, would you look at that? And now if we go to mod right here, we should be able to add yet another module. So for example, we could do graphical engine for the future. And then it would be G, it would be one. Build, run. Ta-da, it's here. Wow, I've managed to read a file. It only took me 2 days. I am truly incredible. But this is good. This is a good start because then we can go back to the system. Actually, distract. We have the type, which is important. Well, we do actually have two types. We have type and we have category. And now that I think about it, it should actually be a bit different because type should be the second word, letter 0, and it should be -0, whereas category should be this one. Type D, category C, and then we do U, type, and category plus A. There we go. Type 0, category A. Type -48, that's not it. No, that's the wrong type. That's the wrong type. There is no type -48. What is the Remco in my code? What is happening?
Roger?
What do you mean -48? Is it because it has to be unsigned? Oh no! Is this a garbage value? It's not! Wow! Huh. Well, I'm pretty certain this shouldn't be type 4,294,967,248. I'm pretty certain that should be a 1. Now, type on its own is... I think it was just a char, was it not? It is a char. And it's a signed char as well. Am I losing my mind? Why is this minus 48?
How are you printing it?
I'm doing %d. But I think %d should also work for chars, right?
I'm not sure.
What is minus 48?
I think you have to do percent. Oh no, yeah. I don't know.
Do I need to cast it into an int? Because that's dumb. Sure. Cast away. Minus 48. Didn't help. It's a reliable minus 48 as well. So it should be some kind of formatting issue. Or maybe it's not reliable. Maybe that could just be the WSL screwing in my head again. Type is the third word, 0th letter. That is correct. What happens if I do %c? And I just add 1 like this. Add 0, sorry. No, it is correct now. Well, that's bloody hilarious. That's really bloody hilarious. Because it looks as if it's subtracting 0 twice, when it should be only subtracting 0 once. Once again, I'm running into the dumbest of possible issues. Why is this minus 48? If I do this... Yeah, exactly. What this would mean is I don't need to subtract 0 from here, which is so dumb. That doesn't make any sense. Why? But now the other one is type 48. It looks as if it's not reading the file correctly, maybe? No, it's not this one. No, it does not the one. Gotcha! Found you, you bastard. This is not working. And see, that's why you really need to pay attention to the little warnings. Because they do tend to tell you a lot. So we go to use. Now, string to text. The issue is that if the last word of the last sentence has only one character, then it is skipping that character, effectively. We'll be skipping it right here, so let's think about how that would happen. Or maybe it's because the size of a string is wrong. That could also be the case. Let's try that. Oh, that's tricky, because if it is one too short, then it's going to cut the... Yeah, which means we need to do it like this. And we could use an end line, actually. It's one too short. Oh, I'm so good at what I do. Wow, I'm truly incredible. Right here, we need the malloc. We need the size to be this plus 1. And the reason why we need it to be plus 1 is because right here we did malloc it to be plus 1. We read it to be minus 1 right here. and then we null terminate. So dest ptr dest size -1 is equal to 0. And now, if we run it again, it works. I am so goddamn good at what I do. It's honestly terrifying. Sometimes my genius is almost frightening. There we go. We have correctly read the descriptors. Beautiful. Now, before we will proceed, we're going to we're going to, I think, note down what we did so far. Even though we haven't done a lot, I still think I should note it down. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to use the listings package. Wait, I just realized I need to move this. Yeah. Actually, maybe let's not do a new file. Why is it all highlighted in red? That's not a good sign. Okay, so that's just to scare me. Cool. Oh, and you import it from a file. You can import it from a file at least. That's actually really good. I like that. Yeah, because then we go into utils tech. We look as follows. We do this, and we do chapters code main C. Main 0C, and in the code we do main 0C. Into the main 0C we input the main, which we have just created. Oh, we're gonna clean it up a bit. Okay, kind of. That's to be expected. That's because the colors which we're using here are not defined. So background color, I think white. When it comes to comment style, I think that should be all the colors here. So comment should be that's a good question. Gray. Keywords should be title. String style. Let's try this. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Okay. Now all I would like to do is maybe put it inside of a color box. Just like we have notes, I think we should also have code. How do you insert multiple variables? Do you do just like 1 and 2? That would be very convenient. First of all, let me test it with C to see if it works. Ha, funny. Okay, great. Then we go to class CLS. Actually, codebooks we might keep as is, now that I think about it. Yeah, we might keep it as is. Let's see. Beautiful. Joel.
Yes. What?
What do you think about this kind of format for code?
Oh, I like it. I maybe just the line numbers are small, but
I'll try to fix that in a second. First of all, where are the languages? Yeah. Here it is. This looks like the separator from the left. I think I don't mind keeping them small actually. But just maybe more from the... Whoa, wrong way. Alright, free. I think them being small could be a good idea. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna... I'll be honest, I also don't know how to make them bigger. I won't be lying. I will not be lying, I just have no idea how to make them bigger.
Mm-hmm. I think I am almost completely done with the amortized paper.
Great.
And yeah, I am doing a little bit of an overhaul of the last chapter because it wasn't very good. Well, I see. When I say last chapter, I don't know if it's common, but I personally completely ignores the conclusion as being a chapter. If I tell you last chapter, do you think conclusion or the thing before that?
I personally think of it as a thing before conclusion. I feel like conclusion is like
Okay.
an addendum at the end.
Okay.
Pick it up. Go. Send the cola, calling on my brother's woman to put the go down. Symphony, I need that. Symphony,
Let's listen to that.
Alright, I must remco with the changes.
I think I will have to go.
That's fair.
Goodbye.
See ya.
If there's still anyone, I might maybe come back later this evening.
Alright. I need the dance floor. I've got one little life, I need to go down the house more, maybe start living it. No, in it. Vobis 2, there you are. I don't wanna include in there in it. because Remco just raised a fair point. That is, I do have access to the overleaf with the template. I think. Oh, yuck! Alright. Okay. Let me edit the templates then. So right here, the changes I've made are as follows. We need to require package listings. Then we have the code formatting. Color box at the very bottom. Is this really it? Oh yeah, code lang, the language. God never lasts, my darlings. It just teaches the heart how to burn. Beautiful. Alright. And so now what we can do is we can do example.c. The example.c, which will be just this. Void. Beautiful. And then well, we just frankly added in. Emmy, hi there, how you doing?
Hello there.
Hello.
I am on phone, but I'm still there. I am currently installing a bugnet on a window.
Huh.
Yes. I'm doing live stuff. That's
Are you gonna be eating the bugs?
What am I gonna? Inking my bags?
Are you gonna be eating the bugs?
Eating the bugs? Nah. Oh my god, there are ravens outside. 4. They're walking.
Hecking love corbettes.
Yes, I know. They're talking to each other there.
Oh.
There's 5.
Are they gay?
Maybe, could be. I cannot say. I cannot tell. They're so cute. Their forest gumping together. On the grass, on the lawn. How the Americans work, or something like that. Can't see.
Me.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi there, Ridu, hi.
Mickey, what are you doing?
I am writing a paper.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oui. That's crazy.
Live Corvette news from our reporter in the field, Emmy. Also, Tangerine Line, Emmy is with a single M and a I at the end. Because there's an I in Emmy.
There's an I in Emmy.
She does, I can confirm, she does have at least one eye.
God, the ravens, There's a big bush, like a big bush field there, and like Mario could jump over it, and the corvids did a Mario jump, a double jump over it, and went to the next one. That's so crazy. They had the how do you say it? Not like the double jump boots from Terraria. These these
Spark boots. Maybe.
spark flirt with the balloons. Maybe I don't know.
I'm sorry. I just looked up something and just like how to format LaTeX, you know. And one of the top links I got was nasa.github.io from the NASA's public GitHub organization. Rocket science.
Of course. It's not rocket science. My face when it is in fact rocket science. Joy.
What colors can I change?
Catsy joy.
Spring style? What is spring style? I already have that. So background, comment, spring style, keywords.
Spring stuff. What kind of spring do you want to have?
I don't know.
You're the one with style.
This. Aw. And when I came home today, there were 2 baby deer. They were so stupid.
Dear.
I approached them and they didn't realize it was another being. They were just looking stupid with stupor. And then after 10 seconds of me just standing there, they jumped and ran away. They were snacking on corn. There's so much corn, and like lately, like a few years ago, there wasn't so much corn in Germany.
There is so much corn.
All the fields in Germany are just corn now. That's sad. It's like America.
Well, America's asphalt. They don't even have corn. Well, they do have corn, but not in those amounts.
And those frequencies, densities.
Why is this like yellow? Which one of these colors is this one? It's not aqua, it's not light blue, it's not lavender, it's not rose, it's not blue. I would hope that's not green. This right here, the one that says array. Or my green. It could be my green. It could be their green. Their special green.
Are you color deficient?
Color.
Genuinely, how did they
Color.
set this?
Color.
Yeah. True.
Oh, did you see make it?
I see what.
Flavor Paul is making a song. That's gonna be something with cats.
Oh yeah, the meow thing.
Possibly cat boys even. Yeah.
It's
Meow.
such a phenomenon. Sensational.
Meow.
Identifier? Maybe it's identifier. Let's see. Something very nowhere. I don't know. I'm not Black Thunder. Let's go here.
Something. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Oh wait.
Example. Let's try this.
Have you ever installed Bugnet?
No, I haven't, but I should have. Okay,
Right.
we kind of hit.
Yes,
You should have installed Fishnet.
Why would you have a net against fish? That's so dumb. Also, why they're called fish? Can we just for a second, like, because that is something I have thought in the past. Why they're called fishnets? You look at it and your first thought is, ah, yeah, like that thing that catches fish. I wouldn't be surprised if the name fishnet came from people just insulting people who wear fishnets.
Oh.
I didn't understand the thing. What do you have against fish?
I don't have anything against fishnets, it's just that the name fishnet is so dumb. I wouldn't be surprised if the name fishnet came from people insulting people who wear fishnets.
Fishness. Fishnet.
Oh, that's so bright green.
I mean, it's a net that catches fish. Or
That's not the kind of fishnet I'm talking about.
okay.
I'm talking about the wearables.
Oh God, Nike.
Yeah, and to me, for something to be worn like that, a name fishnet is a really bad name. And you know what? This actually proves it. The fact that you didn't understand what I was talking about proves that it's a bad name. If someone uses a name and another person cannot quickly catch the name being used, that means it's a bad name.
Yeah, what
And not to quote Climate Town too much, but an example of a good name would be Brussels sprouts. I sell Brussels sprouts, and you know exactly that's exactly what those suckers are. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
If someone has never heard of them, then they're probably not gonna know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, no,
okay.
if Brussels sprouts, like, you inherently would a bit.
I'm glad we have such a thriving fisherman community in this Discord.
I have never seen anyone in this Discord wear fishnets. Another example of a good name is Make It. He makes things. That's what he does. That is true. That is true.
Making.
You might have a point. You make me happy.
Alright, I think I'm satisfied with this so far. I'm gonna keep it. And let's get back here. Init C. Into... I would like to talk about the inits.
In it.
Amen.
Yes.
Oh my God. It actually it looks like a. Oh my God, it works. Oh my God, so I'm doing stuff and it works. Wow.
Stuff.
I was about to say,
Make it.
yes.
See what? I don't understand anything. Why?
Don't worry, neither do I. I'm an old man.
Mm.
There we go. This makes sense. And right here what we can do is we can do... Take this. This returns an error type, so actually I suppose we should have... I haven't thought of that, but I am returning errors but never checking for them. I guess I should be checking for them, shouldn't I? Huh.
Wow. It's installed. only have to make it pretty now. That's crazy. I'm doing stuff. It's just, it's just, it works, yeah?
Mhm.
No bugs, no bugs, no bugs anymore. No bugs. One time a bug bit me at my ear. Why would they bite my ear? That's too
Damn.
kinky for me.
Fancy.
That's no. No, yes, no. That's the point. That's not a place to fight for a bug.
What is a place to fight for a bug?
Nowhere. Maybe like, I don't know. Poison apple.
Lovely.
One time I actually made a poison apple for a bug, so I just injected some bleach or something into there. Or like I don't know, some toxic stuff as a kid. I like to watch
Okay.
them die. Like I burned them with magnifying glass.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Right, this should be here. There we go.
Wow. 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 Okay, cool. Time for a big test.
Why are you broken? What have you done? Oh, that's why. Makes sense. That's fine. That should be easy. Try tomorrow once. Would you look at that? It works now. Ta-da! Schrager, the only guy watching the stream. Yeah, everyone else watching is a gal.
Yeah.
Nuts. Nuts. Walnuts.
Walnuts. Why they call that?
Nuts on the no. Ball? I'm sorry. Why are they called that actually? What the hell? I'm gonna look that up now. Why are they called that? What the fuck?
I began to recognize make it as far as I recognize I don't. Yes! Oh, the rot consumes. Have I used... Let me tell you, Idu. You have no idea how bad it actually can get. Especially once you start chucking things like figure, for example, in there. That's a fun one. All matter is also gonna become a thing. You will
is good.
not be a... Komi is honestly a surprising nightmare in this. You have no idea just how far it can go. And but to be fair, you are one of the few people who does live in an English-speaking country. So I imagine it is actually gonna get bad for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
My longest playlist on Spotify is called Soy Point.
Hello again.
Welcome back. Welcome back. My longest playlist on Spotify is called Soy Point, and those are all the different songs that happen to have Make It in it. That's because whenever I listen to them, I just can't ignore it. I just like...
Mhm.
Who knew having a phrase maybe that's a phrase would be so bad. Yeah.
Pretty much.
some botanist on the Wikipedia page was having a lot of fun on the walnuts.
Really?
Accessory fruits
were-
in lucre.
Were they playing with their walnuts?
Stone fruit. Okay. Okay.
I really like this paper. It's so clean.
No.
So I was like, don't try to unsync frames. Everything is okay. What confused you about IP packets? I miss the good old days when I used to make videos and not code all day. In the good old days, I used to write code. That's what I used to do. Before charity checkups were a thing, I have streamed like around 200 or 300 code live streams, writing the Ventum engine. If anything, this is really true to the live stream's name of returning to my old habits. This is my expertise here. The Ventum engine.
Then
Can I do inline code really easily? That's a good question.
The term walnut traces back to Old English, where walnutu meant foreign nuts. Likely introduced to England from distant lands, the walnut tree has left an indelible mark on culinary and cultural landscapes. Okay, that's a really weird English old word.
Interesting. English is like the worst possible words for fruits and whatnot, for edibles in general.
I wouldn't say so. Molly is pretty funny. Right, right. I see. I see. Never mind.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
No. What is happening?
Is my crunching like? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Oh man! Oh man!
No, we don't mind. Keep crunching, please.
Katsi, you just sounded like the most just. Please take your shoes off when going to my apartment. Also, can you please take your socks off? Kind of gal imaginable. With the please keep crunching.
Oh.
No.
Listen. I am not that freaky.
Hey, whatever strokes your pony, right? I don't.
Whoever strokes my whatever it is thing.
I I am a little bit confused because I just saw a notification pop up, something about 10 reactions, but I can't find where it came from and what it actually said. And what? I'm confused.
Function destructs. P function. P struct. Oh, struct. Let's be consistent at least. How readable is this? Because it might not be very readable. Wow, that's completely
Readable.
broken. Interesting.
Is it breathable at least? At least.
P function. Why are you broken? That's not great. Is it because the underscore? Oh, dear lord, how do I fix that? I play Wacko. I have not. Take pass underscore into a function.
I know Wakal. I actually, on one of the leaderboards, I think I was 30th in the world.
Detokenize. I see.
That's crazy. What leaderboard? For what?
It's for one of the Endless. I think it was Endless Silos.
Are you playing something?
Yeah, a game called White Knuckle. It's a climbing game.
Oh.
And there's an endless mode, and in that, too long ago, I got a very good run, and I ended up 30th. Although someone probably already went past me, so I'm probably a bit below that now. I really like that game.
Shorter is a longer word than shorter. This is the Plato kind of thing. Alright.
Plato.
Plato level kind of sentence.
Wait. See a video by how are they called? Schloop or something?
My goodness, Remco
Sounds
is on
like
a streak. But if that coward actually bet all of his earnings instead of betting parts of it, oh,
I'm
unbelievable.
just freaking. Can't believe it.
Wait, how much did he gamble through actually? He just gambled for like hundreds of thousands. That's impressive. My goodness, he really did just. That master of physics money is really really paying into the bandits gambling fund.
Yeah.
Damn, Remco is second place, right after Caper. But Caper is unreasonable in how much he's gambled through, so that's not exactly fair.
I'm gonna increase your income.
Actually, this isn't system, this is struct. Alright, I'm gonna finish this chapter
Oh
and I...
no!
What happened?
Oh, I just realized I might take just a little bit more time to finish the paper because I forgot that if I have included in my paper a section on the solutions of the exercises, but that means that adding more exercises means adding more solutions too.
Yep. Right, I think I'm gonna finish this chapter and I'm gonna move on to something other to do. The carousel video.
I'm gonna draw.
I'm gonna go Go back to
Maybe I'm gonna draw outside. Ooh,
that draw.
outside maybe, and risk my life. Because maybe my illiterate neighbors could hear me. I mean, not illiterate, but they cannot understand English. And then they will think I'm a demon.
Aren't you?
I don't know.
That reminds me of the story I heard of someone on a plane alerting the flight attendants that they were scared of the person sitting next to them because they were writing in a strange script.
Yeah, and they were just doing
Pro-
muffs.
Yeah.
I mean, what math is if not demonic communication?
I don't know. I just know that graph theory is probably the most demonic of them, since they have all the pentagrams and all those things.
The pentagon.
There needs to be another commandment for the bugs species. There's 10 commandments, but they need another one. They shall not suck or bite. You will be punished by God. It is evil. Evildoery. Evil.
Are you
Cutscene,
saying
no. No, cutscene, no. No.
Okay.
No.
What?
Right.
Thou shalt fly against invisible barriers. Reading this message. You can do this. What? Why? Who? Why would? What? Why is this even a thing you can do in LaTeX? I just want a simple table. This should work. More table per table. All the tables. Why are you broken? What is your problem?
Why are you broken?
Why are you broken? Oh, is that all the explanation? Illegal characters in array. Who are you to say that? Illegal arguments? What do you mean illegal arguments? You're the illegal argument. Can I just set it to like automatically? Can I remove this? Would this work? So why is this M?
Teehee.
I don't understand modern technology. Still errors, but at least it somewhat arcs as an array. I mean, it works, so do I care about that error? No, I do not. I agree. I shouldn't care about that error.
But it works. It works.
Exactly. Oh, and the way you do it is you just add an additional H line. I see. Here. So we're gonna have type, and then we're gonna have index. Then we're gonna have description. Actually, let's do them backwards. Let's do index and then type.
What do you think of summer so far?
It is.
It's doing its job.
I want to go back to winter.
I do vibe with winters better as well, but that's mainly because I wear all black and I tend to wear a lot. So.
Professional layer of fashion. So cool, I can just watch these little dinosaurs walking around. Works behave so much like dinosaurs, they're so cool. Just some became stupid, I think. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. Very cool. Cool.
I really hope this table doesn't break completely. And I really hope it has some kind of idea on how to align. Yeah, it broke completely. Why do you like this? Where are the tables? Here are tables. Sure, this one done us 3 centimeters. Let's see how it looks. It doesn't work. Great. Splendid. What if I do C's instead of M's? What is an M? Why is there an M? What does that M do? At least now it can be broken. So M was the illegal character. But this still is broken. Oh, that's what needs the package array. I see. That makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. I'm back from the past. Oh, why are you broken? 25 errors. Illegal unit of measure.
Feet.
Oh, I see. 7, so I need to specify
It's
for all of them.
nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry.
You see, remember what I said earlier about... Yeah, that's...
Listen, let's just look to the jokes, you know? Silly, innocent jokes. Yeah.
The feet are the illegal units. The hamburgers. I'm gonna shove a pizza in the oven now.
It looks horrendous, this table. What should I do for emotions code tracker reason? Is reason the text field? Because if it's the text field, then we could just have like a constant custom made Python string format of just hold on. I'm thinking what I should open to have large text in. Can I zoom in? Can I? I can. Beautiful. So what I'm thinking, it could be something like user has awarded. Actually, that's a good question. Well, I imagine some kind of like custom-made repeated text of accepted the X motion, right? What the word is? I guess title? No, that doesn't exist. We don't have resource title. Motion title? Or some kind of motion identifier that has a name. I think something like that should work. Because the reason will still be displayed, so this will display the... We do have a title for motion. Yeah, the motion title. I think that should work.
In Germany, we have a plant that's called Waldmeister. It translates to forest master. That's a plant. And it's also a very common flavor in Germany. And in English-speaking countries, it's called woodrot.
No rugby. No, that's a song. Why does it keep pushing it there? Damn it. I just want these two to be connected.
Sorry.
Okay. Meow.
Welcome back, Adrian. I suppose a nice addition would also be example, but I don't think we can fit it anywhere here, so we're gonna leave that for the future.
Oh, what's that silly sound? What's that silly sound?
Cutting potato. Potato, my beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2 physics doctors in Discord. Yes, Silvina and Matt, if I'm not mistaken. Silvina? I don't actually know how to pronounce their name. Sylph.
Oh no. I wanted to put an exclamation mark at the end of her sentence, but the sentence ended with math things, so I'm pretty sure someone would have told me that that was factorial.
Yeah. Type Markiplier should clear it up. Exclamation Markiplier.
Nah, but I just put a normal dot and I put the exclamation mark on the next sentence. Because the because the motivation cannot be contained, you need an explanation mark somewhere. the paper is a closed system. Energy cannot get out.
You can tell I'm having way too much fun with this paper. I really am.
You're the top on Heather.
Yep. So the thing is, this thing I'm implementing, right? I've kind of had the first idea for it for the first time 3 years ago by now. Wow. It was 3 years ago. And so I have been thinking about it on and off every now and then, which is where this kind of naming convention, for example, can come from. This is what happens when someone spends too much time thinking about design. Python paper push the block sphere on board. Oh, would you? So wait, are you finished with the chapter of block sphere? Because I can record the second chapter for you then, and then you could do the second one. But I imagine, well, I imagine the two biggest priorities would be the paper and the block sphere video. That would be great. Okay, I'm sorry, I just didn't know you were, because the last time I asked you, you mentioned that you still wanted to do something with the first chapter, so I was kind of waiting for the confirmation the entire time that you're done. After the stream, I'm gonna, you have it already scripted? I think portion of it. I will need to finish the script, but after the stream, I'm gonna finish the script and record it. Okay. Beautiful. I'm really pleased with this paper so far. This is very good. For chapter 2, chapter 1 is done, it's not polished. I see, okay. That's fine. I'm going to, after the stream, record it then. done enough to do chapter 2. Okay. In that scenario, oh, you know what you could do then if you're bored? What you could do is, you have made the animations. Now for the editing of the video, there has been this. Oh, what was the name of that open source video editor? That's, I think, Zaki recommended.
I don't know about the Zaki, but I know Caden Live. Is that it or not?
Caden Life. No idea. Maybe. It looks alright. I mean, I'll be honest, video editors don't really need anything fancy in them. Testing it down for the next documentary explaining we even have paper for writing a paper. Such low freedom in the charity. Unbelievable.
Did that happen?
I suppose Caden Life. Huh. Well, they power NASA, CERN, and Mercedes, so... Steam Deck and your favorite YouTuber? Yeah, no, in that scenario we need to use Caden Live, otherwise how could we ever be a favorite YouTuber of anyone?
Sure.
It also powers governments, which is what we are trying to be. So yes, that is very much needed.
What is our territory?
Uh, well, we'll see which one will be the easiest to conquer. So yeah, what you could do is you could also, Adrian, try this out and slowly edit the first chapter by adding, well, effectively adding music and sound effects. Music I can give you because I still have some really good ones. Or music I can make custom as well, I suppose. Alright, I will elaborate on the type of data later in the future. For now, I think I need to end it here because I need to work on the carousel. Alright. So, by the way, Ido, do you think the motion system will be live? Because I really want to get people involved in trying to get their qualifications. The only problem is that I've kind of been waiting for the motion system because without the thesis-based qualifications, qualifications would be a lot less peer review. That would mean that for every qualifications we would have to give it out, which really goes against the idea of peer review. It makes me a fair bit uncomfortable. To polish the so first we can do a final render. I imagine for the final render you would like to render it on my PC, or more specifically you'd like me to render it. So there was a way to package there's a way to package Blender files, Blender package file with dependencies. Okay, well, I'll figure it out on my own then. It's gonna be faster. File, external data, automatically pack resources. There we go. This should automatically pack them, which means that anything you use in your Blender should automatically get added to the file, I think. Oh, right. There. And finally, it took ages. It took absolute ages. But on the Foundation GitHub, we finally have a repo written in C. As it should be. As it should be. That's how it's meant to be. Incredible. It might be in a working state by Friday, but as much great as the old database, I want to clean up. That's fair. All right, take your time then. Quality over quantity. I will be aiming for Friday then. I'll try to do it so that on Friday I'll. I don't want to give you a hard deadline, obviously. So if you end up delaying it to Saturday, we'll live. But I will then work with that in mind, trying to keep in mind making that kind of announcement for Friday on how to use the system and etc. etc. Okay. Great. For now, I think that'll be it for the stream. I'm getting really hungry, so I think I'm going to go and cook something.
Oh, hungry.
And then I'll get back to work. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you, everyone.